Hello, my name is Bianco. In this video I will show the disassembly for cleaning according to YouTube current rules of the SDS semi-automatic shotgun. I did already make a video about the unboxing and how that item looks, and some people had problems apparently with disassembling and all that, so I'm gonna show that. First, as usually, safety first, that you check that the item is unloaded in the chamber, that the chamber is empty and that the magazine is empty as well. We see there the magazine follower is red, usually that is black. I did already alter that to a red color so it's easier to see. Also, that is not the original magazine cap, just saying. You see the original part in the other video. So we start with that part here. You need to be careful, that is under spring tension. As you unscrew the item, the spring wanna come out. There is no retainer in it for the spring. Then we have it like that. Then you can take off the fore-end part. By the fore-end part we have that plastic part with the knurling in it. That is important because the magazine cap gonna go on there. This is a Remington 870 style. That, but unfortunately not all Remington 870 style fit on it. That is gonna be a different video, just saying. Then we have the item like that. Now what we want to do is hold the action bar, press the button, let the action close, and that gives us already a good view how the part here, the charging handle, gonna go into the bolt. By the item brand new out of the box, the charging handle unfortunately is not in the gun, and many people have a heck of a trouble to put that in. So what you're gonna do for that, what it is most easy, as I did said in the other video, take the fore end off like we have it here, because then you can move that part here, because the part is keyed. So we have one part is the charging handle, then we have two parts of the bolt, the silver part in it, the carrier, and the actual bolt, and we need to have those aligned in the middle, that the charging handle can go in and out. And that is the most easy, as you do it like I show you here, that you push that behind so that the bolt can freely move in the correct position, and then you can put it in or out. It's still quite a force needed, because it has a spring loaded detent that holds it into it next to the keying. So that is how that is, but we're gonna look at that as I take it out. Now the next part for the disassembly for cleaning is that part here. It's also aluminium knurled on the actual gas port chamber part here. So what I do is, and it's a bit awkward in front of the camera, I hold the bottle, put it back, pressure on it, then I can unscrew the thing, because that would come forward. So I want to have it backwards so I can unscrew the whole ring, and then we need to unscrew it on top again too. Then we have that part. The front part is smooth, the back part is also knurled. Again, the back part goes against the knurling of the bottle band gas port part here. Now it's time to get the charging handle out. Again, we press the thing back, adjust, and I quite likely need to do that off camera a bit, because it all needs to align. Yeah, there it comes. It all needs to align really well. Now we have it out like 3 millimeters. So you need to hold the part here, as I say, press it back so the bolt can move freely originally, and then you can wiggle it out and then it comes out. And there we see the key part, how that goes in. There we see the detent for that spring-loaded detent that holds it in as well. And here we see the formerly sharp part that is really sharp here, that is already cutted round and polished and cold blued. So now we have that part out. Now it's relatively easy. As you see, the whole thing comes out because it's of course still under pressure from the spring. We have the bottle. We have the other part, the ring. The ring part, remember it comes with 2 rings. One is for heavy loads, this one is the regular one, the other one says heavy loads. That goes only in one way to the bottle, not the other way. So that should be relatively simple. And then the rest comes out by itself still. About the spring tension there we have the carrier and the bolt that just lifts off. And we see in the middle is that spring-loaded detent that then interlocks with the charging handle, and so the charging handle has to go in that slot, through the middle of that slot, over the detent ball. So it's quite a design, but the rest is simple. Has a traditional locking on top, the extractor. We have the firing pin in the back, so nothing special here at all. Then, oh, I'm getting oily. Then we have here the spring and the magazine tube. That part here is on it. Now what you can do is take out those 2 pins, then the trigger assembly comes out of the receiver there. That's as usually. I'm not going to show that because that is absolute simple. You just remove those 2 spring-loaded pins and then it comes out, and that's it for cleaning. Now reassembly is in the reverse order. The trick is to get the pressure out of the spring, so by holding it back as I did show. The other trick is as you put it back on in front, that is through the hole, that is clear, but here you need to look because that can be assembled crooked like this. It needs to go here in that metal part, all the way in. That is a point to look as you reassemble it. The rest is peanuts, and yeah, hopefully it helps you. That is also needed if you're gonna change the insert there for the heavy loads and all that. But yeah, all in all, so far I still like it. It still doesn't work. I did not shoot it yet more with more heavier loads, but the feedback is good online that that's gonna work. I just did not have the time to play with it. What is next is that I mount that Scorpio side saddle on it, plus I work on a magazine extension for the Remington 870, so that the magazine gonna be flush with the muzzle of the bottle. Also we need to deal with that problem of the upper part of the receiver that only has one hole in a like M4, that needs some more screws that the thing really gonna last and hold. That is on the weak side, especially if you wanna mount an optic. But other than that, it's gonna go there. Unfortunately, is that they did not put that all together at the factory how that should be. On the other side, you have to see this is absolute budget price. The gun that was on sale, suggested retail is 250, and we got it for around 140. So yeah, what do you want to say? So that much about that. If you still have problems, let me know in the comments, and I think the disassembly should be now clear, and how to put in the charging handle from start to. I just would suggest, as you have the charging handle out, that you round it off, the top part here, because that's simply too sharp. And how it looks on all of them, it's sharp. So yeah, that much about that. Enjoy.